morning guys, I hope you're doing well. If you're new to my channel, hi, my name's Evie and I make gardening and lifestyle videos here from my home in Leicestershire. And it has been a while since I last picked up the camera, so I'm sorry that I kind of just disappeared on you. Life has just kind of been busy, and yeah, we've been doing the bathroom up. That's been our main priority for the past like month and a half, and guess what? It's still not done. But we're doing everything ourselves and basically learning as we go because we have no idea what we're doing, and everything has taken us about 3 times as long as we thought it would. But so far we've got new floor tiles, new tiles in the shower, a new bath, new sink. We still need to do wallpaper, we need to do a new toilet, more paneling. It's going to look really nice. I won't show it to you today because it's an absolute tip in there, but I'll definitely give you an update on how it's looking soon. But yeah, considering we have no idea what we're doing, I'm actually really proud of us, even though it has taken longer than I'd like, and like I said, we're still not done, so it'll probably be another month of us doing that. I'm really happy with how it's going, and it's nice to finally get that done because that was such a major thing in our house that needed doing. So that will hopefully be ticked off the to-do list soon. Another major reason I haven't picked up the camera for ages is because I needed a new SD card. The one that I had before would film for about 10 minutes and then basically the memory would be full up. And occasionally it would come up with an error message, which was so annoying. And I was putting off getting one for ages because they're so expensive. So I finally bit the bullet, and £70 later, the camera is out and I'm making the most of this new SD card. We are going to be vlogging all the time. I'm going to say it right now, we're vlogging all the time because I'm making the most of this. Another reason I haven't really filmed much is because, like I said, we've been doing the bathroom and I haven't really had time or really been wanting to go out in the garden. If you've seen my other videos, you know that we don't really have the most private veg plot area, which is where I like to film the most. If you've seen my videos, you'll see that we're trying to do like a trellis thing, and the idea would be that all my runner beans grow up it, and it's just like it covers the area because basically we have a really low fence at the end of our veg plot. Did that work? No, it did not. It worked a tiny bit, but yeah, it's super patchy still. I'll insert a picture so you can see what I'm talking about. But we are doing something about that because I want to vlog more. I want to feel confident and like okay filming myself in my own garden. So I'm thinking maybe we could get some like willow paneling or like a roll of willow. I've seen it on Amazon that you can get. And in the future, we're going to hopefully have some passion fruit growing up, but it is taking so long to grow. So I think in the meantime, we'll put some willow up or something, just so you can't see through the trellis so much. And hopefully that will give me a little bit of a confidence boost to actually be outside in my garden with the camera a bit more. Fingers crossed anyway. So that is one of the priorities, and then we definitely need to measure that today, so that's the job we need to do. But yeah, I've really missed the vlogging and getting the camera out, so hopefully we can get back into a routine. I don't really have any plans today. It is really hot but I was thinking we could get outside and do some gardening. The garden it's not looking the best, I'm not gonna lie. Maybe I'll do a little tour and show you how it's looking, but we've neglected it because we've been focusing on house stuff, and because we've had no rain. We don't actually have a hosepipe ban where we are, but we've had a message to say try not to use as much water. So yeah, I've been watering the veg occasionally, but it's not looking the best, and half the grass is like okay because where the sun comes, basically half of our garden, or like a bit of the garden, doesn't really get any sun at all where the bushes and stuff are, so that bit looks okay, but the rest of the garden is basically just like yellow. So it's just a patchy mess outside and not looking the best. So maybe we could do something today to make that a little bit better. But yeah, I thought I'd get the camera out and try and get back into vlogging. I'm sorry again for being away for so long, but hopefully we can get back into it. But yes, let's do some gardening, shall we? Right guys, we're out in the garden. It's actually such a lovely day today. I think it's going to start getting hot again. We are in for the like 3rd or 4th heat wave of the year. I think we're gonna give Smudge, one of our dogs, a haircut later because his hair is getting quite long, and I don't think he'll be very happy with having hair like that when it gets super hot again. So yeah, that's probably something we'll do later. But yeah, let me show you how the garden is currently looking. Bit of a tip, there's also literally some stuff at the bottom of the garden that needs to go to the tip, but annoyingly our local tip is closed at the moment. But yes, so let me just show you how it's looking. I was just sat under the plum tree and a plum literally just fell off, but I think we could probably be harvesting some of these now. I haven't eaten any of these yet. There's so many. Some of them still look quite greeny yellow, but these ones need to get to them before all the bugs and everything get to them first. But let's come out here in a little bit with a basket and grab as many of these as we can. Okay, I'm actually going to go through the whole of the garden and give you a realistic tour of how our garden is currently looking. Spoiler alert, doesn't particularly look very good at all. There's a lot of stuff that needs doing, but I thought I'm just going to be real with you guys. This is how our garden currently looks, and these are the things that we want to change. Starting at the end of the house, we have our back door, a bench, and then a bunch of cardboard which is waiting to go to the tip. We've got this really nice little rockery area which we would really like the idea of getting like a little fountain going or something. There used to actually be a pond here that the previous owners had, but sadly they got rid of it. But how nice would that have been if there was actually a little pond? Maybe that's a project for one day. But this is our garden. As you can see, the grass is half doing okay, half dead. We haven't mowed it in about, God, like 3 months maybe. So we've got this really lovely area here, and we've got some roses and a little bird feeder and our magnolia tree, which the birds love to hang out in. Got our patio area here and this table, which has not stood the test of time, sadly, but this all needs weeding and sorting out. This is smudge. Got our shed. This is Fig. Fergal made me this really sweet little bird feeder area, which we have a family of blue tits, which is constantly, they love the peanuts. I brought a massive bag of them, but yeah, they love eating here. And some dry, shriveled up strawberries which need replacing. And then we have this bit of the garden. And we did these stepping stones when we moved in because we used to have chickens, and the amount of times we would be going back and forth every morning and evening and, you know, during the day to check on them, the grass would just get ruined. But they're probably not necessary anymore, but we've got them anyway. We've got this little seating area here with our statue and our plum trees. And then if you've seen my other videos, you may have seen when we built this pergola. It has our wisteria on it. A lot of dead plants over here, sadly, need replacing. Got our little sofa area. And I'll give you a quick sneak peek of how my office is looking, but it really needs an update in here. I'm thinking about just painting the walls white. There's too much green. And we got this the other day. It was free. I know it's definitely a kid's easel, but I'm going to use it anyway. But yeah, I definitely need to get like an adult one, but I thought for now that's quite cute and I want to really get into painting again. So this is my little setup here, and then we've got my office area and an area where we keep all of our stock and everything at the back. And then through here, this is where the garden turns into an absolute mess. So you could go through that way potentially. Got this fern here. And actually this area is super nice, and we just really need to like plan something out and utilise it. I like the idea of this area being like an area where a future kids playhouse or something could be. Obviously there's absolutely no point in us prioritising that right now, so we're working on other stuff. We have our apple tree, which is not doing very well and just shedding so many leaves all the time. We have got a few apples on it, to be fair, which, oh, not looking very nice. This one looks a bit better. Could maybe see if any of those need picking. And then we have this area, which, again, if you've seen any of our old videos, you may know that we used to have a chicken coop here. And that's it, basically. It needs to go to the tip, or we need to like try and salvage the wood and use it for firewood. We have our huge cooking apple tree, which really needs a trim. Nice little bench area again, which we really never use. We need to try and do something to make that better. And this is our old summer house, which I would really like to do something with. It does need new decking, new roof. A window panel came up there. I was thinking we would try and like put a cat flap in so our cat can go in there. Stuff we're gonna try and reuse. Wood storage, and then stuff that needs to go. Basically, we got this out of here yesterday, and we need to take them to the charity shop. And then yeah, stuff needs to go to the tip. And then we have this area of the garden, which is looking very, very bare, but we have a plan for it. So we have our pond, we have our very overflowing compost area, which really needs sorting out, our pathway, and the idea is that eventually all of this area on either side of the pathway would just be like covered in wildflowers and just be like a really lovely haven for wildlife. And then we have my rhubarb, a little plum tree, no, the pear tree this one is, all of my cosmos, which are really not doing very much at all, my failed asparagus bed, and then our little veg plot area, which we put so much work into, and I really don't come out here very often. I don't know if you can see. This is what I was talking about earlier, but as you can see there are lots of gaps, and I would like it to be a bit better. But yes, so this is currently how everything is looking out here. Basically, it's been neglected a bit, I'm not going to lie, and it's not looking its best. Although we do have some things growing. And in the greenhouse, we have got some watermelons, which is really exciting. Oh, I don't think that one's... No, that one is watermelon. We've got watermelon, and then we've got another type of melon, which I cannot remember the name of this one, but I made like a little DIY hammock for this. But these are by far doing the best. Some elusive cucumbers, which definitely need picking as well. Got my cauliflower, which should have gone out ages ago, and it's getting eaten. I saw a white little butterfly in here the other day, so I think she's probably given us some caterpillars to chomp on these. Got our pepper, and then some more tomatoes. Were actually all looking really good in here. I've only had so far, I think, 2 red tomatoes, which immediately get eaten as soon as I see them. I need to eat them before Fig finds them, because she's a little tomato fiend. But yes, this is how it's looking in here. It's boiling in here actually. So yeah, still a lot that we need to do in this area. It's just the weather, and we've been busy with the bathroom and other house stuff, so it's not been a priority. This table, I really like the idea of trying to like retile, because this was here when we moved in, so we didn't buy it or anything, but it'd be really nice to try and salvage it and actually use this area more. I do think the pond is looking pretty good. However, it does get a lot of like sludge and gross stuff in it. So what we're going to do is, we have these buckets. I think we're going to use one of these and make some sort of like filter. I saw someone else do it online and it looked relatively simple. But yeah, I think that's the plan for this. And then we have like a little waterfall thing going on, and that would look really, really sweet. Okay, so that is how our garden is currently looking. Priorities: take stuff to the tip as soon as it's open, and basically just try and make that area neater, nicer, get rid of all the crap. Probably need to get a few more stones and put like I can't think what the word is, but like some mesh stuff down so the weeds don't grow through. Spread the stones out, and we are going to do something over there, maybe like a fire pit, maybe a pizza oven, but just sorting it out to start with. Priority number one, making the veg area actually private. Priority number two, hopefully we'll get that done soon. I have been looking at willow like roll out things on Amazon, and people seem to think they are pretty good, and even if they don't last forever, hopefully it would give enough time for the passion fruit to grow a bit more. But I was thinking about attaching something like that. I'll put a picture of what I am thinking, but to the back of like the trellis we've made, so that the passion fruit and everything can still grow, but you just can't see through. Hopefully that's the idea anyway, but I need to look into that more, and we need to measure. Priority number three, old summer house. We really want to get that sorted. I don't know what I want it to be. I don't know if it's just like a good storage space at the moment. That's basically what we're using it as, but it would be nice to like utilize it and actually do something with it. So if you guys have any ideas of what you would do with that space, we obviously already have the new summer houses, which was not last year but the year before's project, which that took up our whole summer of doing that. But yes, we do have the space, and it'd be nice to do something with it. Smudge, no barking. Smudge, no. Anyway, so they're the main three priorities, and obviously just like get the garden looking a little bit nicer. So I think we'll start with that today. I'm going to get the rake, get rid of all these apples. This apple tree, both of them actually, as much as I really enjoy being able to pick apples, they're so annoying. They're constantly dropping leaves, constantly dropping apples. Like, it's a daily thing picking these up. So let's go do that, shall we? Okay, job number one, let's rake up these leaves. Fallen apples. I would usually put them in the compost, but our compost bin is already basically overflowing, so I think I'll just put them in the green bin. I assume that's fine. But yeah, let's do that, shall we? Okay, job number two done. It looks so much nicer when there aren't a bunch of rotting apples on the floor. I'm actually really looking forward to us sorting this area out. I think if we can do something with this, like make it into a cute little hangout zone or do something, probably end up getting rid of all of that. Maybe like chopping up, see if we can use any of it for firewood or any projects. We've got this bench over here, which we honestly don't really use, but it is a cute little area, so we could try and think of something. Get some nice plants in here, and obviously the biggest thing will be getting rid of all of this, sorting out the stones again, and I don't know, doing something really sweet here. It'll be really nice and definitely make a big difference to the garden. But yeah, if you guys have any ideas of what you would do with this area, please let me know. But hopefully we'll try and get that done at some point this summer. Okay, I grabbed a basket because I thought we could try and harvest some of these plums, because some of them are actually looking ready to eat. We also have a bunch of elderberries, so we definitely need to make some plum and elderberry jam again. I made a bunch of jams last year and it was actually delicious, so I'm definitely going to make some more, but I'm going to wait for a few more of the plums to be ripe, because I think, I don't know, let's see how many we get actually and then decide. But yeah, let's pick some plums. I don't think the apples are ready yet, especially the cooking apples. I think that's more of a September thing, but I'll keep an eye on them. And in terms of like the eating apple, like the small apple tree, I don't really think we're going to get anything from that. They all look a bit nasty. Maybe it's just because we haven't been watering it that much, which is obviously our fault, but it's just not been a priority. The whole garden has not really been a priority, and you can definitely tell it's looking a little bit neglected, but hopefully we can get it sorted. But yeah, let's pick some plums. We moved this bench here a few months ago. It used to just be over there, but we wanted it in the shade because we thought this would be nice and zone to sit on. We sit here all the time actually, it's really nice. And it means I can stand on it to grab the plums. So, 2 for 1. There's some of them I don't even need to. Okay, that will do for now. There are definitely so many more that I could pick, but some of them are going to be so awkward to try and get. Like, there's some right at the back. Is there one here? Yeah. But yeah, I don't think I quite have enough to do plum jam. I'm thinking I'm going to grab as many as possible. So probably maybe in a few weeks when more of them are ripe, I'll just grab loads and get the elderberries at the same time and do a bunch. But yeah, give these a clean and put them in a bowl in the fridge so they'll be nice to kind of snack on. But yes, I think I'm going to have some lunch. When we went to National Trust this morning, they had a really sweet little stall where you could donate and grab some of their like produce. And I grabbed a fig, a couple of tomatoes and some grapes. So I'm definitely going to have a few of those for lunch. But yes, also I'm boiling hot, so I'm going to go inside and have a nice ice cold drink as well. Okay, like I said, we got a few things from Corker Abbey, including a little fig, and look at these tomatoes. A little black one, how cool is that? And these grapes. We have eaten some of these already, but very fun and whimsical. Look at that. Can you see it? Very, very cute. I kind of fancy having like a proper girl dinner, basically like a little snack plate. So I'm thinking some tomatoes. I already have some of these I desperately need eating actually. So I'm having some tomatoes, I have some baby cucumbers, got some cream cheese. I actually have some peppers. Would that be quite nice, like dipped in some cream cheese? And maybe a boiled egg or something. Yeah. We're going full girl mode, girl dinner snack plate thing. And yeah, I might actually start editing this vlog as I eat so I can see kind of how much I've filmed so far. Because when I was vlogging before, if you want to ever start vlogging, that's a good hack, I think. Like, if you're just doing a vlog and you're like, I have no idea what I've filmed so far, or like what I'm doing now, just start editing it and seeing how it looks. I think that's a good little tip. But yes, I'm gonna make this, chill, eat, and then I will catch up with you guys in a little bit. Okay, I've had some lunch, done a little bit of editing, and we're gonna give Smudge a haircut. So I thought I'd show you the before and after. Since it's going to be another heat wave soon, and he could definitely do with one. We have 2 razor options. We normally go like the longer version on his body and then the shorter version on his belly. But I think we're just going to go fully short everywhere because it's going to be hot. I don't think he'll mind and it will grow back pretty quickly. So you're going to be looking a bit bald. So he looks very cute at the moment. So he's probably not going to look quite as cute, but we still love you. Anyway, this is the before. Look how long his eyelashes are. I don't know if you can see. We never trim them, we always just leave them because they look so cute. But yeah, this is the before. And then he looks like a completely different dog. Don't you? He's such a good boy though. We basically just tortured him for an hour and he just puts up with it. He was such a good boy letting us do that. That is his summer haircut done because I think that's going to last a long time. We basically just did. Even his ears are so thin now. But yeah, we did I think it's 10 all over him. And he was such a good boy, so you're going to have lots of, do you want some cheese? And some ham? And maybe a biscuit. So being a good boy. Yeah. Anyway guys, I think I'm going to end the video here. Thank you guys so much for watching. I'm not sure if I'm going to just vlog once a week or twice. I'm thinking I'll get a video up every Sunday. And maybe a bonus one on Wednesday, depending on what I'm up to and stuff. But yeah, thank you guys so much for watching, and we'll see you next week.